Okay, this is Andy Graham of the Ask Andy Show. It's getting windier as the time goes on here. I've traveled nonstop for 16 years and went to 90 countries. I answer questions about people have about living abroad or traveling the world or any of your problems. Hey, by the way, if you want to, I made a video the other day about how to wash dishes or something for a guy. If you want a question on how to do something, give it to me. I'm not going to say I'm going to answer it the next day, because some of these things you got to prepare for. But any kind of questions, like you have something, I mean travel tips like how to get something done, how to do something, I pretty much got it figured out. You know, I'm 16 years old, right? I've done 16 years of travel. Hi Andy. Okay, this is Pilot Jim. Hi Andy, do you have any problems getting motels during high season, Christmas and Easter? If not, what do you do? I'm thinking Tela, Honduras during Christmas. Thanks, Pilot Jim. You know, I even asked Bob this question because, you know, those two seasons is basically a time where you could have problems. I've never had any problems, especially in Central and South America, Honduras. I'm not sure there's that many hotels. I stayed a month in Tela. I don't know if there's that many hotels there. But there's a really big resort down the beach. But what I usually do is right before Christmas, I make sure I park it somewhere. And so, you know, December 23rd, I'm going to go into a hotel. And most hotels will let you stay until you stop paying, right? And but you really need to do it. But would I get a reservation if I flew to Tela? I wouldn't. Because basically the reason is that the price of something you buy on the internet is normally 25 to 50% higher than just going in. And Tela is not a touristy city as much as it's just off the Rotan Islands and Utila and these places. And so, whoa, it's getting windy. It's probably causing a problem for my microphone. But it's not that critical. But it's also an element of the time. If you're with your husband and wife, 2 children, and you're only going on a 7-day trip, you probably better get a reservation. If you're a single person and you're kind of adventuresome and you don't really get bent out of shape if the shower is a little weird or something like that, and you're like one of me, it's the guys. It's really the $25 to $50 hotels that get overbooked. It's under $25. You know, there's basically always a room, and I think the $100 plus rooms, there's probably always a room. But in the range of 25 to 50, they could get overbooked if you're trying to get one of those types of hotels. But it's very difficult for me to advise, because there's places where definitely for 1 week, normally between 25th of December and January 1st, they're just packed up to the gills, and they do 80% of their business in that time. Now the sad part about every hotel you ever go to, they'll always say like they all lie. They all say, oh, we're packed between, like I'm supposed to be in the high season right now at Jardín Escondido where I'm at, the Temporada Alto, and guess what? It's just not that crowded, okay? Because they were saying, oh, we can't really rent a room for that much, blah, 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 because we're busy season. Well, still waiting. It is a little busier, but it's definitely not full. But the reason why I don't get reservations is because I have to pay more. I'm a budget traveler that wants to live on $10 a night in a room, and if I got a reservation, it almost guarantees I'm going to have to get it for $20. If you're really nervous, you might get I get reservations sometimes for 1 day and then walk around until I find a room. But if you're coming down on the 25th, you probably better get a reservation, I suppose. But you know, if you came down on the 20th, you probably can find a room. but everybody's got different creature comforts, and some people whinge and whinge and whinge, and they're just never happy with their hotel. I basically love it. I love a $5 hotel. Why? Because you never can complain about the price. The price is always, you're always getting your money's worth. Okay, but when you get a $25 or $50 hotel, a lot of times you don't get your money's worth. But I know what my money's worth, and a lot of people would never know. They compare things to the United States, and that's crazy. Right now I'm paying $8 a night for a room in a hotel that regularly rents rooms for $20 a night. So, but I paid by the month. Go figure.
We can